Students, we are talking about digital signals. हम लोगों ने देखा कि digital signals में we represent each of the ones and zeros, the binary data that we have, by alternating voltage levels. In levels को we represent them by using bits. कुछ examples भी हमने study की थी. अब चलेंगे कुछ calculations, कुछ numerical problems की तरफ, and we'll calculate those problems that are related to the digital signal transmission. Students, हमारी पहली example में we have got a digital signal that has 8 levels, and the question is we need to find out how many bits are required to represent each level. Students, हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था कि the number of bits that is required is equal to log to the base 2 L, where L is nothing but the number of your levels. Students, इस case में just inserting the value of the levels that we have got, log to the base 2 of 8, which comes out to be 3 bits. So in this particular example, we will need 3 bits to represent each of the levels for this particular digital signal. Students, next example. This case mein, we are actually going to clarify two major points when you are calculating the number of bits given the levels. In this particular digital signal, we have got 9 levels, as you can see. And the question is, how many bits are needed per level once again? As you know, we have got log to the base L. Let's insert the values. Log to the base 9, which comes out to be 3.17 bits per level. Students, point to note here is that this 3.17, this is not realistic. We normally need the number of bits that we normally need per level. It needs to be an integer, and this number of bits needs to have a power of 2. So what's the nearest number which can be an integer and as well as a power of 2, or can be represented by a power of 2? That is 4 bits. And so in this particular case, our answer is 4 bits. We need 4 bits to represent each level in this digital signal when the total number of levels is 9. Students, moving on, कुछ बात करेंगे digital signal से related एक और concept के बारे में, and that is bit rate. Students, bit rate is nothing but the number of bits sent in 1 second. Students, our bit rate is represented by, or it's the units of this bit rate are bits per second. And this measure, the bit rate, the measure, it's actually going to be of supreme importance when you go and discuss digital signals, not just in this course of data communication, but whenever you're going to be talking about networks in general. अब students, bit rate, हम लोगों ने period की बात की थी for analog signals, हम लोगों ने frequency की बात की थी for analog signals. Why do we need to now have a bit rate? The reason for that is that analog signal is primarily periodic in nature. You will seldom see a digital signal which is periodic. Normally, by nature, digital signals will be aperiodic or non-periodic. So students, that is a reason why those concepts of period and frequency are not suitable concepts to represent a non-periodic digital signal. So what do we have instead? We have a concept of bit rate. Students, slide की जानिब चलेंगे and we'll find out an example of how we calculate bit rate. Students, once again, we have seen this example before. As you can see, 2 levels in the first figure. In this digital signal, we are sending 8 bits in 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 bits are sent in 1 second. Our bit rate is 8 bits per second. Second one, we are sending all the way from here to the last pair. In 8 levels, we are sending 16 bits in total. So our bit rate for this example is 16 bits per second.